Hey guys, thank you guys so much for being here. I'm going to be completely honest. After every episode of this 6B, I start to think, oh my gosh, is anyone even going to come to the chats? Because they get weirder and weirder like every week. And I'm not saying that in a positive way because I don't know. I'm just really concerned. I'm going to keep it completely honest and real with you guys. I don't understand what they're doing. I'm going to give you guys my little take on last night's episode. And then we'll take it from your point of view. But I just feel like we're watching the same show. It's so recycled. I don't understand why we're going over the same things again with having another A, having someone text and harass the girls, having the same red herrings. I don't know why the show is still on at this point. I think I've told some of you in my YouTube comments or on Twitter, like, if they weren't satisfied with Cece being the main A, then that's ridiculous. Like, whoever they announce as the main A should be the main A. We shouldn't be here again being like, wait just a second, there's another A, and this A is worse than Cece. I mean, seriously? So, hey to everyone who is here. Paula, Josh, Jennifer, Aurelia, Aphrodite, Angel, Caitlin, Sheena, Danny. Oh my gosh, there's so many of you here. Thank you so much for being here. Nisi, Stephanie, Nixie, Terrence, Mark, Deja. You guys rock. Like, that is so cool that you guys are here. But I just really need to talk to other people about this. Paula, that's a really cool emoji. I like that. I need to hear what you guys are thinking. And I haven't even mentioned Spaleb, because yes, yeah, so the emoji, come on guys, when A was texting, now we're seeing the text, differently. So A is texting and you see their text on the screen, and that an emoji, which was definitely not like an iPhone emoji, maybe it's an Android one, I don't know, probably they made it up, it was like a devil or something. I was laughing. I was like, really? This is not scary. This is silly, I don't know. Hi, guys. Janice, Forever Young, Kelly, Shalisa, Olivia, Danny. Yes, so Lucas is back in this episode and Melissa is back. And we haven't seen both of them in quite a while. With this show, I can't tell you if they're both going to have a major part in this new villain and this storyline or in the death of Charlotte, or if we're just seeing them again because these people had nothing better to film. I have no idea because, they put these characters in and people go away and come and go away and they have no point. And you think with like most shows, it's like, yeah, this person's going to play into the storyline or they're involved in a backstory or something in the future. But no, the thing about Lucas, he's creepy. He's been creepy, for years, but now he's rich. And I always felt like there's something going on with him and Hannah. I mean, does anyone else see that? Like, I could see them being together, really. Because, I mean, we don't know this new fiance of hers. I don't know. I just feel like there's something up with that. She just counts on him so much. And I know he's not like the hot guy, but a lot of times people end up marrying the guy that they can count on and stuff, unless he ends up being like the murderer. I'm not sure. Carrie says if Big Bad's uniform becomes the Red Devil, then someone's been watching too much Scream Queens. Yeah, I mean, maybe Marlene was like, hey, people actually seem to like this show and they're not like yelling at Ryan Murphy, so maybe I should just take advice from this show and maybe people will quit yelling at me. Yeah, I've never really had a problem with Lucas. Nisi says she liked him. I felt like he was sketchy, but then again, it might have just been the show making him sketchy because they want everyone to seem sketchy. Mark says Lucas never said why he came back to Rosewood. Hannah asked him and noticed that he dodges the question. Yeah, but then again, I don't know. I don't know if they're trying to make him look suspicious or if he really is. The book ball says when she saw the Red Devil emoji, she thought it's just some sort of Scream Queens crossover. I mean, isn't that a really strange emoji for them to use of all the emojis? I mean, I get they want to create their own emojis for the show, but why like a red devil face, I think it's Angel. I think that's how you say your name. If it's Angel, let me know. Is Lucas gay? I didn't think he was. Is he? Damien, there's this new character. I guess he's new. Is he new? He seemed new to me. Wondering if he's going to be a big part of this. I don't know. Who is my suspect? Asked Janice. Gosh, that is such a good question because honestly, it could just be anybody. Let me just tell you, I've been watching some theory videos, even though I can't get into the theories on this show anymore. But some people are still doing very compelling ones. And there's an account called Big A. I've never talked to the person who runs it. But they have some amazing, I'm not even connected to them, but I'm going to give them a shout out. They have some amazing videos out there. And I don't like Damien either, Nixie. But anyway, the Big A videos, there's this so compelling video, and I even tweeted about it, about Hannah having a twin, and like the twin is this person who is the big bad, which there's some kind of meme going around, which I also tweeted yesterday, that says that Marlene told someone that this new A is going to be someone who no one has ever seen or no one knows, which really makes me angry. I don't know if that was like completely made up or if that's real. Does anyone know anything about that? Aphrodite says the Damien is annoying, and I agree. I found him to be really annoying. Janice says someone dressed as the devil for one of the Halloween episodes, so maybe that's a clue. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, who knows with them? With that emoji, they could just be being silly. Nicole, I have no idea where Jason is. Great question. I guess Jason and Jenna are like on a tropical vacation somewhere, and they're with Ren. So Paula is talking about the Emily saga. So it turns out, and I kind of mentioned this even though I didn't understand how it could be. I thought she was getting fertility treatments, which is what she's doing essentially, except that she's donating, aka selling her eggs for money. Because I felt like she was getting treatments and she couldn't be stressed, and that's kind of what people have to do who are getting like fertility treatments. So that's kind of what she's doing, and I thought that it was going to be way more dramatic than that. So I felt that was another way that they red herringed us, because they made us think she was dying or something. On the other side of that, I'm so glad she's not dying, because so much bad stuff has happened to her. Like, I was really going to be upset with the show if they were killing her off, you know? Yeah, she doesn't have AIDS. I mean, unless they haven't revealed that. Thankfully, I think we know the drama. We know what's up. She was just getting these treatments so that she could sell her eggs, basically. How will the new A be called B? I mean, I guess it's called Big Bad or Uber A or something. I don't know. Olivia, I do think the Emily thing was like anticlimactic. Like, they really built it up like she was dying, or she had a terminal illness, or she was just super sick or whatever. And it was really something that she was doing to herself, basically. Tony was like, I love how she was all like, I'm broke, but then like it's for a good cause. Yeah, I mean, I guess you're kind of helping society, but at the same time, you're profiting from it. So, right? I mean, she said donating, but she also needs the money. So I think she means selling. Anyway, Chick Hula Girl, or Chic Hula Girl, likes the idea of Hannah being a twin, just really want one of the girls to be in on this. Yes, and that video was really good, and I loved it. And I mean, I think a lot of the fans are really better with theories than the writers, just to be totally honest. This video was awesome. And like the time that this person, I don't know if it's a guy or a girl's account, but the time that they have put in to this theory and all kinds of other theories, but that one was just amazing. And it really made sense, because there's all of that imagery with, you know, Hannah's mom seeing the little girls, and Hannah's the only one that saw like the girls back in, I think when they were in Rosewood. So that's like a, you know, that's a day, I could spend a day on theories, which I just feel like sometimes we'll be wasting our time, because who knows what Marlene is thinking or what they want to do. Paige, Paula's asking about Paige. She's supposedly in California, and they haven't really mentioned her for a while, so I don't know if she's coming back or not. Janice is really upset that they dropped the Bethany Young storyline. Yeah, it's been so long since they talked about her that I kind of don't even, I mean, a lot of you guys will ask me about her, but I don't really even have an opinion on her anymore, because I don't even know what to say. And I don't know if they're going to bring it back. And I don't have any predictions, because it just feels like they totally dropped it. I don't know. So Sheena says she saw a meme that said that Sarah Harvey was possibly Hannah's twin. Hope not. I can't stand her either. I was live tweeting last night during the show, and it really bugs me how big of a character that Shower Harvey is, and she was in it way too much. I don't think she's the main villain. I know that PLL makes some dumb decisions, but that's overly obvious if she's like the big A or whatever here, big bad or whatever they're calling this person. I just, you know, come on, surely not. But she just, I don't, and there's no one who likes her, and I guess we're not supposed to like her because she's not like a great character. She's a villain, but yeah, I don't want her to be Hannah's twin. Ugh, please. I mean, I guess she kind of looks like her, but still. Okay. Ezra may have a personality disorder. Well, I don't know. You know, they've just red herring the crap out of him, and I'm kind of tired of that. I thought that when they confronted him near the end, it was just almost like it was a joke. It was funny to me. Ridiculous. Come on. He is not involved. Caitlin makes a really good point. At least he didn't kill Charlotte. She can't be texting people because her hands were electrocuted, but she could be doing voice to text. I'm joking. I don't think that she's texting. Janice doesn't care if Sarah Harvey got electrocuted or dies. I don't either. I keep hoping with every new episode that she's going to get killed. That is so terrible, but that's what I'm hoping. I agree that the person who plays Sarah isn't a good actress, Sheena. Like, it's like she's not trying. I don't know. Maybe I think she's not a good actress because I really just like the character so much and she kind of popped up out of nowhere. But yeah, to me, she is just useless. I mean, if they wanted to make her a huge villain, they should have introduced her into the show years ago to just bring her up like what the beginning of this season 6, right? And to make her like, you know, I know that we've seen her before or whatever, but to make her such a huge character is really weird. Yeah, so Nisi didn't want to watch the Spaleb thing. I guess we can talk about that now. And so here's a good question. Olivia's asking, like, why did Hannah say it's okay for Spaleb? And I was thinking about that. And this is what I think. So if you're engaged and you're going to get married like soon, and then first of all, I think it's totally wrong that your best friend wants to hook up with the person you dated forever. I just don't agree with it. But when she asks like Hannah about it, I think if Hannah were to say, okay, yeah, I have a problem with that, it would almost be like, wait, does she still have feelings for him? And I think deep down she does maybe have a problem, but she doesn't want to come across as that she doesn't love her fiance, she's not ready to get married, or she, you know, still has feelings for Caleb or whatever. But I just, first of all, if you have to ask, then you already know it's wrong, in my opinion. Because if you thought everything was okay with it, you would just go on and do it. Yeah, Jennifer says, I don't think Hannah is totally okay with it, and I don't either. Nisi says favorite part was when Ezra shouted at the girl. Yeah, I like Ezra being disheveled and crazy because why not? I mean, at this point, who really cares? Nothing would shock me at all in this show. If someone else had like a breakdown or a different personality or whatever, like they could decide they were a monkey tomorrow, I mean, next week or whatever, and I would just be like, okay, because they've thrown so much craziness at us. Why? I mean, it's probably fun for the guy who plays Ezra, which I can't think of his name right now, that's driving me crazy, to be like this person who's out of control. Yes. So yeah, I just feel like this Spaleb thing is just going to be like a hookup kind of thing. I don't think it's going to last. I really hope, at least, I think that since Toby has this house and everything, I think it's foreshadowing. I think that at the end of the show, he'll get married to Spencer. That's what I think. I think they wanted to do it to make people have something to, you know, get upset about or to freak them out. I don't know. I would never put that in the show if it were my show, but it's not, so whatever. Teens Can Vlog thinks that Mona is the new evil character. I really hope not, because we've already been down that road. Ian Harding, thank you, really. I love him. I know some of you hate him, but he's always been like my favorite guy on the show. So I even follow him on Instagram, so it's ridiculous I don't remember his name. I unfollowed some of the people on PL. After like the whole CC thing, I couldn't take it. But anyway, like Marlene, I totally used to follow her. Not anymore. Yeah, I just feel Caitlin, like this Spaleb thing is just ridiculous. I don't think they have that great of chemistry. Some of you thought that they were, or some people kept tweeting that it was super hot and everything. But, you know, I really think it's a hookup kind of thing. It might happen a couple more times. I don't think they're going to be serious or get married or anything. Noodle says whoever is texting the girls is clearly close to Cece and was working with her. That's why they have access to all her old stuff. I completely agree with you on that. It is probably the person who was her boss, however dumb that is. If Melissa is involved in that, like, that is so amateur. That is so immature. Really? I mean, you're sending out like the devil emojis. Is that, I mean, please, what is she doing with her life? Does she have a job? Like, what does she do? I'm so confused with her. Yeah, Sarah Harvey is so annoying. And I agree, you know, Emily's mom knows now that she has not been going to college and she has not been getting her mail and the care packages she's been sending her. And it's really sad. And I feel bad. I thought it was interesting that Pictunia was brought up again, Mark. Pictunia is definitely big bad. I agree with you. I mean, the signs are all there. Actually, the signs are not there, which means it's totally her. I wanted to know this too, Victor. What happened to Tanner? I don't know. That, you know, again, we could make a list and we could be like, where is this person? Where is this person? Where is this person? Or you could even ask Marlene on Twitter and she probably doesn't even have an answer. Deja says Hannah was stupid asking Lucas to lie for her and not going over the plan thoroughly. Yeah, I know, but he's always like, you know, he has a thing for her. So he's always willing to try and help her. Stephanie, thank you. I'm getting ready to say this in the video that I'm shooting for tomorrow. thinks that Aria is still in love with Ezra. It's obvious, guys. She's so concerned about him. You can just tell they're totally going to end up together in the end, whether you like it or not. I mean, I like it. I love Ezra. But you can just tell. I mean, even when her boyfriend was talking to her, she got like all defensive about Ezra, you know? Mark is saying that as we should, you know, the signs have been there since season 1 about Pigtunia. The clues have been set by Marlene since 1992. You guys are completely right. I mean, Mark, come on. We can just end this now. We know that it's Pigtunia. Why are we still here? Anyway, Janice is asking about the alley mask that they showed. Well, it just reminded me of the stupid stuff from the past, and I'm just like, can we not move on? I mean, I really, really, really dislike that we're doing the A thing again with the texts and everything. Now, I know we've had other A's. I wouldn't have minded it so much if Marlene had said that Cece was just another A, or a person who was working for A, like an A minion. But she said so many times, this was for sure A. That was A. This reveal was correct. You know, this was our A. Okay, so here we are again in 6B, and we have A again. Also, you're going to do the same stuff that the rest of the A's have done, and it's 5 years later. Why is this A person? If this is the A who is the mastermind, don't they have a better game? Don't they have something better to do, a better way of stalking or harassing? Can we get advanced here? I don't know. To me, I feel like I'm watching the same freaking show that we watched. So I don't understand the purpose of them time jumping. I guess they were just sick of being in high school and sick of using that set. I don't know. Oh, Tippy. Tippy is definitely helping Pigtunia. Thank you, Laura. We're actually solving this whole show here. Shalisa was disappointed with the text messages. They should move on to something different. Yeah. I mean, okay, cool. They're showing them to us now on the screen. Okay. Yeah, so we're seeing that Aria is the only one that got the text. So when the Spaleb thing was going on, though, was that her phone that was like getting a text? I don't know. Maybe they all got the text, or was it ringing? I agree, LG, that they ran out of ideas completely. I feel like this show is continuing because they want to make money off people, I guess, like us who are still watching. I don't know. Fantasy Godiva. I would love it if Aria would be the final A. I just don't think the show will go there. But of course, I think all of us would be happy if one of the girls ended up being A, or somebody, one of the guys who's been a huge part of it, you know? I don't know. Cool. Everyone's got it. So, as Noodle said, yeah, and what Nisi said, I think everyone got that text. Right. Spencer was busy getting busy. She didn't care about any text from A. Yeah, exactly. So as Teens Can Vlog is saying, the actress playing Sarah, I think we've talked about a couple times, she is really trying super hard to be super creepy, and it's super obvious. Leah, hi, thank you for being here tonight. Exactly. That's what I thought. Spencer's phone was vibrating, so she was getting that stupid A text as well. Yeah, they're definitely making money off of us, so I guess if that makes us unhappy, we're the stupid ones who keep watching and talking about this. I don't know. Yeah, so here, okay, so Teens Can Vlog says that Marlene said A is someone we haven't met yet. That really bothers me. Where did you see that? Because I saw it on a PLL message fan board last night. I saw the meme that quoted her, but I thought a couple of things when I saw that, because one, she lies all the time, and then two, people make up memes and quote people and they never said it. So I don't know if there's a tweet that's surface, you know, that we can find. Hi, Tony. Thank you for being here. Spaleb should not exist. I agree. I feel like sometimes Marlene is sitting there like, how can we make the fans more angry? And she has like a sinister laugh, like, ooh, we can put Spencer and Caleb together. They would hate that. Maybe I'll get some more hateful tweets, you know? Paula, about Ren, I did see Marlene tell somebody in an interview that he is busy, like, Julian is busy shooting stuff, and he's not going to be back, I think, until season 7. I could be wrong. Yes, you can watch it free, I guess, on I guess I don't know, the ABC or the Freeform app. I've never actually tried it on there before because it didn't work with, I have DirecTV, and that wasn't available in the past, but I just watch it, like I DVR it. So I guess it's not technically free because you pay for your satellite or cable service, but whatever. So Nixie says that Sasha confirmed it. So If we know that, thank you, Leah. That's so sweet. If we know that, I guess we can stop wondering who Big Bad is, because we're never going to figure it out because we don't know this person and we've never seen them. So if that is true, I want to know how that makes you feel. If anyone can tell me where that is it on Sasha's Twitter, on Marlene's Twitter? I would like to use that like in a video, because I don't like to keep saying something that is made up. I don't want to talk about that in my recap video if it's completely fake. If I can show the tweet or something or the interview, that would be great. So I guess other people have ways of watching it free, which I didn't even know, which is awesome, which is very cool. So knowing that we may not know Big Bad because we've never ever seen them, how does that make you feel? All right. You guys are saying it's Melissa, but it can't be. If that's true, if there's proof of this somewhere, well, then again, I say that, and then I will say this. If Marlene actually said that and we find the proof, it doesn't matter, because you know how that goes. I don't think I need to explain. She said a lot of things and people had the screenshots, and then we watched the show and it was like, what? Okay. So Mark says Sarah was stalking the liars at the spa and they spoke about the tape there. Unless there's shower water in her ears. Very funny. She probably heard everything and is going to use it against them. Yes, so we found out that somebody saw that hotel video and it's probably her. So she's probably working for Big Bad. Niecy, what are you talking about? What are you talking about Hannah? Maybe I missed. Oh, she wearing her nightie in public. Okay, I was like, what are you talking about? I still love Hannah. Like, I love her character, and I thought it was interesting that her man was like not in this episode at all. But I feel like they were shoving Aria's man down our throats, and he just, I don't know. I mean, they had him like take his shirt off and stuff, and I was just still like, okay. I mean, I find him to be boring. They want us to be like in love with him or something. Caitlin wants Big Bad to be someone we have known for a long time, not someone we don't know. That's stupid. I know. I completely agree with you. I don't understand what type of show keeps pulling these crazy people up to be main villains. I mean, yeah, we knew who Cece was, but it didn't even make sense for her to be A. So why do we want to, have this person who we don't even know? Like, how can anyone care, Deja says the show should have ended after this season because it's not getting any better. I agree. Honestly, as I've said a billion times, it should have ended when they revealed A, whether they wanted to do that at the end of season 6 or, before. I think that's like, for me, that is the end game of the show. So once you reveal your main A, what else do you have to keep us watching? It's kind of like a horror movie. If you're trying to figure out the entire time who the killer is, you don't reveal the killer in the first 10 minutes and then make people sit around for 2 hours talking about nothing and then be like, well, wait, maybe there's another killer. Like that should be the end game for this show is who is the killer? Let's resolve everything. Maybe take some time, 10 minutes to tell us what happens with the girls' lives or whatever. Maybe, or have a movie to talk about that or something. I don't know. So Caitlin's wondering if Hannah killed Cece since she erased the tapes. I don't think so. I think she was really just looking out for Aria, but then again, who knows? Someone named XXXX is mad that the clues have no significance whatsoever. Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand. Like, I just don't get it how every episode, in my opinion, is just, it's not that they're terrible. I wouldn't, go that far, but we've seen it all before. And, just the whole bringing back A again and the texts again, I'm just like, okay. Carly Ann, that's a really cool name, says that making Big Bad someone we don't know would be as stupid as making Sarah Redcoat. Completely agree, completely. Carrie says that something was revealed in a phone call with Damien that changed the topic of Melissa's interview. Yes. Was that Sarah on the phone or maybe Mona? Definitely a possibility. Definitely. Who killed Mrs. D? Asked Tony. That's like the question that no one has the answer to. I have no idea. That should go in the pile of questions like who or what is the deal with Bethany? Where is Jenna? Where is Jason? There's even more. Fantasy is asking if I think the killer who killed Cece is the same one who killed Jessica. Yeah, I think that's a definite possibility. Hi, Sarah. Thank you so much for being here. Why do I think there was a red devil? We've kind of discussed this a little bit earlier, but I think that they're being funny or silly, or I have no idea. Like, it literally makes no sense to me. It made me laugh. And since I cover the Scream Queens franchise and the Scream Queens, you know, I do videos on Scream Queens. And like we said a little bit earlier, we all kind of thought of the Red Devil, who's the villain in that show. But the thing about that show is that it's supposed to be funny, and the show's not. Yeah. So Teens Can Vlog says, feels like they're copying Scream Queens using the Red Devil. Exactly. But I mean, I know they're probably not, but whatever. Charlotte's asking me when I think Ezra will reunite. I think probably not until season 7 at some point, but I could be wrong. Because, you know, I don't know, like, I want them to get back together. I want all of the ships to get back together. Call me crazy, but I do. Like, I want Caleb and Hannah to get back together, Spaleb, and I want Toby and Spencer to get back together. But I feel like if they do that, they are not going to do that until later, season 7, near the end. I'm just hoping. You're welcome, Sarah. Thank you. And guys, as I've always said, if you're new here, first of all, if you're new here, thank you so much for being here. And let me know if you're new here, like if this is your first live show, or maybe you're new to my channel or whatever. And because these messages that you guys post, they like fly by. So if I miss your message, just feel free to type it again, and I will try to get to you because I want to get to everyone. So I thought we were going to find out more about Charlotte in 6B, says Mr. New DVD Lover, but now she's dead. You know what? That's a great point. Marlene did say that. I remember her saying that when I used to keep up with her on Twitter. Yeah, it's, you know, we could, I guess, find out about her after death. So far, we're not really. But I guess we all kind of assumed when she said that we would like learn more about her as her being alive. I don't know. So Shower Harvey was a model on Project Runway. Oh, very strange, Jamie. I had no idea. So that really makes a lot of sense. Now we know that she's not really an actress. Not really an actress. So it's all coming together. She's probably got some Hollywood connections, or she's friends with Marlene or something like that. Jennifer hopes that Jason killed Cece because that will be juicy. I know. I always hope that Jason was involved. Hi, Dren. Thank you for being here. But what really bothers me is, like, if these people are involved who have left the show forever, who you never see, that concerns me. You know, like, where is Jason? If they want to make him like a super villain, you know. Would I be for Emerson being together? Would I like that? Yeah, I really don't think they're gonna go there. But I know I was talking about all the old ships. That is one that I don't see happening. You know, it's funny because I was reading an article that one of you sent me about Maya, and how people were so upset because Maya never came back, and they gave all these clues that she was going to come back. And this person was talking to Marlene, and Marlene was like, yeah, well, I don't know where people got that idea, because we never tried to make it seem like she was coming back, you know, because I know a lot of people had hoped that that would get back, like, you know, that ship would come back together. But she is saying now that that girl is never coming back to the show. I don't know. So Sheena says Ezra's book is totally about Aria. Yeah, I kind of agree with you on that. A lot of people think that Allie killed Charlotte. What do I think? Says Forever Young. I could see them going that way, and I would be okay with that. Honestly, to me, that is so much better, you know, than a random person or someone's twin we haven't met. Not that I'm against the Hannah twin theory, but I am against random people being the mastermind. I just, you know, I want to know how I mean, honestly, after all of the fallout from the CC being a thing, can you imagine what kind of live chats and videos I would be making if they made this random person the main villain? I don't know. Maybe we wouldn't. Maybe we wouldn't even care. But I just feel like there would be such outrage from fans if, like, some person we've never met is this brand new villain. It's exhausting to me. That's why I've told myself I cannot get too involved in this and so upset that if the reveal is someone I've never seen before, or if it's like Colonel Sanders or, you know, Ronald McDonald, I'm not going to be like, oh my gosh, you know, my life is over. Because I actually titled a video that my life was over when we had the CC reveal. Obviously, that was sarcastic, but still, it was very disturbing. Melissa was a suspect for Black Veil for the longest time, Audrey, but who knows? You know, who knows? Hi, Megan, and hi, Hot Cocoa. Thank you so much for being here. Danny thinks they're cool that they're grown up, but there's definitely too much drinking. Like, all they do is drink beer and wine. Well, to me, it's like they seem the same. I don't feel like they're any more mature, yet they keep having to throw in the drinking, I think, to remind us that they're older, which is kind of ridiculous. Like, why don't you just act older and, okay, yes, you can have a drink or whatever. We don't have to have it in every single episode to remind us that you're over 21. Sheena guesses that the twin story is happening, but who knows? I mean, if they do it correctly, which who knows, it could be okay, but I don't know. Shalisa says PLL has been meh to her. Yeah, yes. I agree with Dren here. Happy to see Lucas and Melissa come back. I thought at least Melissa didn't do a whole lot. She had an epic line though, and she told Spencer that she knows how much she likes shopping out of other people's carts. I found that hilarious. But other than that, whatever. Because Melissa kind of has like this attitude issue, and I don't know if she's like anyone's favorite because, I mean, that's just her character, not the actress. The actress is pretty cool, and I've seen her in other stuff. But Lucas, I felt like actually brought something to the episode that made me sort of interested. Gokai is here. That's okay that you're late. Thank you for being here. So Tony thinks Cece was killed because she knows stuff and Big Bad didn't want the secrets to be out. Like, who is this Big Bad? And I guess Marlene is telling people it's a guy. Take that however you will. Yokai says that Caleb and Spencer spell cancer. I like it. Very funny. Charlotte always feels bad, or Charlotte says, I always feel bad for Lucas. I was reading your name as Charlotte, the character, because, I do feel bad for Lucas. I mean, like I said earlier, yeah, he's kind of shady, but I feel like probably it's just the show making him shady. But then he could probably end up being the main villain. So who knows? Because Teens Can Vlog is like, I would love it if Lucas is the new evil character. I'm fine with that because at least we know him. Exactly, Megan. Lucas still has a thing for Hannah. I can almost see her being with him, was what if you're here late, that's what I said earlier. Zoe's wondering where Allie was. I don't know, but you could tell by the end of the episode that the girls were starting to be like, we don't like, they still don't like her, blah, blah, blah. Angel thinks that A will be on the chill side and the liars will make their own problems. Gosh, there's people who have tweeted me or messaged me saying that they really think all of this is a dream or like it's like a dream land. It's not even reality. And that, I think, would make people even go crazier. Like, that would make me so mad. If this ends up being a dream or fake or all of it never happened, how would you guys think? There's some very compelling theories from people about how it's all a dream. And that completely, no, I can't. I don't like that at all. But who knows? Because they tweeted out so much about dream logic after the CC reveal, so you just don't know. Gokai says, if you were to make a nonchalant guess, who would you say is the new villain? Well, considering that, I don't know how I can say because Marlene's telling people we don't know this person. But if I had to guess, a lot of you think it's Dr. Rollins, which is terrible. It's so hard to figure this out, not because it's such a great show and it's twisty and everything. Tony, I know I only have 10 away from 3,000. It's very exciting. Thank you. It's because you don't know what they're thinking. So that's why this is hard to figure out. Okay. So it's very hard for me to name one person because I'm sure I'm wrong, So this could all be a dream. I don't know. So Mark says the new season feels like poor fan fiction. Marlene needs to stop trying to be a celebrity on Twitter and get back into her writing room. Yeah. To me, I think that's a great analogy. It's like the show ended in real life and CC is A was the end. But people on the internet want to keep it going, so they created 6B. That is what it is like. Now, don't get me wrong, because she slaughtered it with the CC is A reveal. But, all this junk to me is useless. Like, I just feel like, what are we doing? Now, it could get better. I don't know. It scares me that we have an entire other season to go through. So have you guys thought for a minute, like, what are they going to do with an entire other season? What could they possibly do? Are they going to carry out this A villain for another season and a few more episodes here? Seriously? Gokai wants to know what happened to Mona and Mike. I don't know. That is a great question. I felt that they were such a cool, compelling, for real couple. They seem to really be into each other. Where is Mike? We need to know. I do, Charlotte, think that Ezra will always love Aria. However, I do think he was probably in love with Nicole, and the reason I say that is because you could tell how distraught and crazy he is. Now, I know it's not just like they broke up. She was actually murdered, so that's going to make it even more intense. I still think that he did love her, But his ties with Aria run deep, you know, and those kind of things are not easily forgotten. And they've been able to still be friends and be cordial. So thank you, Shalisa. I really appreciate that. So I really see them getting back together. And I just want to thank you guys because I don't know, we have 72 people watching this right now, which to me is huge. And I just love you guys for being here and listening to me rant and ranting with me. I appreciate that. And that's crazy that there's so many people in here. So I guess Mike is away at college, or the guy who plays Mike is busy. I don't know. I kind of wish, I mean, I understand that this show has a lot of characters and they all have busy lives and they work on other projects, but like, I wish the show would explain, so Mike is at college and, you know, Jason is on a cruise for a few months and Ren is in England, you know, they, you know, just being silly, but if they gave us an idea like Jenna, is in France or whatever for a while, like, you know, that would tell, we would have to sit here and be like, where's this person? Where's this person? Where's this person? Megan says, happy to know that Emily told Hannah what was going on. I'm happy to know that. And I'm also happy that she's not dying. And now we know that, and we don't have to like theorize on what disease she has. So thankfully. Yes, apparently a lot of you tweeted me that the guy in last week's episode didn't say sir. So it's crazy because I watched it a couple times and I heard it, but then some of you tweeted me you watched it like 15 times and you didn't hear it. So, but I swear that somebody told me that Marlene said Big Bad was a guy this time around. I don't know. Could I comment on Spencer potentially being a villain? Okay, Sarah, for my whole time watching PLL, I have had theories, except for now, about, I even made videos about these separate people who I thought could be and I didn't make one about Spencer, but I would of course absolutely love it. I was hoping so bad that, you know, a few months ago that the reveal would be someone amazing, like one of the girls, because that would be the ultimate twist. At this point, as far as Spencer, I don't see that happening, or any of the girls, but I don't know. I never know what these people are thinking. I just feel like they won't do that because to me that would be cool and make sense. And I feel like they'll do something that really doesn't make sense. Brandy's asking if all of the characters are becoming unlikable, don't really care about their storylines. Yeah, the only thing that kind of had me wrapped into this season, or this half of the season, was trying to figure out what was up with Emily. Now that we know that and there's really nothing up, I don't know. Okay, thank you. Teenskin Vlog says that Mr. D might have killed Charlotte. Now, perhaps we don't know who Big Bad is. And I know I said I'm not going to theorize, but when I really started thinking one day, that is my answer for who Big Bad is, because I forgot that I was thinking about this and I forgot to tell you. Oh my gosh, season 7 is 20 episodes. I may go crazy. Okay, thank you, Jamie. But I was starting to think about what they did to Mr. D's character, you know, and the 6A, and how they made him like a major villain, but we all had no idea after watching it for so long that he was just this terrible person. Then I started thinking, oh my gosh, what if he killed Charlotte because he was mad at her as a kid, I guess, and whatever, and then he found out what she had been doing. And then, then what if he killed his wife? And then what if he's like the big bad because he's trying to kill the people who are corrupting the city or something, or hurting his daughter? I don't know. But that's my guess. I think Mr. D is going to be the main villain, which is crazy, but you know. But so for those of you who think it's Mr. Rollins, why? I know we really know nothing about Dr. Rollins, but whatever. So Gokai wanted Aria to be Uber A and Ren to be A after Mona, then wanted Melissa to be Black Veil, Black Widow, and Cece as just Redcoat. For those reveals, okay, wow. I definitely wanted Ezra to be one of the A's. I'm getting confused because we've had so many. At some point, I definitely thought Aria was one of the A's. And I always thought that Melissa was Black Veil, absolutely, because they had so many clues out there. And as far as Redcoat, I probably didn't think too much into that. I thought probably it could have been actually Allie's cousin, like they had in the books. My ideal reveal, that rhymes. Teens can vlog, my ideal reveal would be Ezra being the two crazy masterminds that they've been dating this whole time, that he killed Nicole himself because it was fake. I don't know. I would just love it if they ended up being like super villains and they've been tricking all of this. I think that was so epic. And, you know, it would just be so funny, honestly, because he's already been suspected as A once and then he wasn't. And then he's been suspected as A again. And he's like, you guys are crazy and all this stuff. I would love that. So Kimar agrees that Mr. D is big bad. I just can really see that being the case. And this person you would think is more mature and has more resources than a person who was recently in high school or when all the A stuff was going on. If they were the mastermind, I always have said that I felt like it really wasn't, as much as I wanted to be one of the girls or one of their boyfriends. I didn't think it was one of them because there was too much access to, even though probably none of that means anything, you know, they showed a drinking alcohol and stuff like that. So I guess it could have been Ezra, but I always felt like a parent was involved because they knew too much and they were doing stuff within the police station. There was so much going on. I just feel weird that it would be a teenager in high school masterminding all of this. And I mean, look at the lair. That was ridiculous and made no sense. But to me, that smells like an adult. It looks like an adult, you know? Is Allison going to be the new big bad after Cece's death? Ask Angel. I don't know. Maybe. Like I said, anything is possible. Okay, so I haven't read the books. Is that right? Was Dr. Rollins one of the A's in the books? So you're telling me this person who we saw for like 2 seconds is going to be a huge character. But I guess since we have more than 20 episodes still, that we have time for him to develop or whatever. So Mark says that Marlene's brain is in the barrel from season 5, and that's why she forgot to say. That's the best comment ever. That's right. She forgot to tell us what was in the barrel because her brain was in the barrel, and she doesn't even know that because she lost her brain. Mark always makes all of this make sense. You know, you really do. We know the finale, says Jennifer, is going to be terrible because Marlene is writing and directing it. Sadly, yes. So you're saying it's not, you mean Dr. like Allie's boyfriend, right? That's who we're talking about being one of the A's, right? Isn't his name Rollins, Dr. Rollins? We're spoiling the books. Okay, we need to stop talking about the books because some people are still reading them. I'm sorry. I apologize. I don't know anything about Dr. Rollins in the books. Let's hope that's not true. I have never heard that. Agree with you, Teens Can Vlog. Lorenzo is so annoying. I think he's really, really cocky. He's bothering me. I think he's a useless character. I definitely, Shalisa, do not want Dr. Rollins to be A. Ridiculous. So Kelly thinks that Ren is big bad because in an older season, Aria was taking a test and it said solve for A. And on YouTube, the answer for the question, and it, you know, was the letters were Ren, spelled out Ren. Yeah, I mean, honestly, he should have already been A because we had so many theories out there that totally made sense. I don't know. I've kind of lost hope on him being A because they totally could have done that rather than CC. I really don't know what they're thinking. I don't know. Megan also hates Lorenzo. I don't know what his purpose is. He annoys me. And I don't know why they keep having to have different people with the police department. It's like a different person is in charge like every time, every season. So annoying. Megan says Sarah is so weird. It's disgusting. Yeah, she drives me completely crazy. Just to let you guys know, if you haven't subscribed and you are new here or you've watched and you just haven't subscribed, I would really appreciate that. I'm trying to get to 3,000 subs and I may have like 10 more left to go, which would be awesome. And also I'm going to be uploading my in-depth thoughts. I say recap, but at this point, what is there really to recap? I'm not gonna, I really, this part of the season, I'm not going to do like these in-depth recaps because, well, you know, there's not a lot going on anyway, but I'll give my thoughts about it and just some more ranting and stuff. But that's going to go up. That goes up every Thursday, so that'll be up tomorrow. Hannah's asking about this actor almost getting fired. We're talking about the actor who plays Lorenzo. It's kind of, you might want to Google it because I can't remember all the details because it was months ago. It was something about, he posted something about a woman not related to PLL on Instagram. It might have said something like sexual or not appropriate for younger people or something. And he had to like, people freaked out. They were commenting and whatever. He had to delete it and then he had to get back on Instagram and make a new post and apologize and all that. That's my like short explanation of that. So XXXXX wanted Ren, Ezra, Maya, and Cece to be the A team. Well, you know, for a long time, I thought there was an A team, but now I guess there wasn't, or I really don't know. Teens Can Vlogs hopes that something else happened the night Allison disappeared that connects the new mystery to the new big bad. That would be nice. That would be lovely. In a perfect world, we would just take over the writing for the show, and then it would make sense, and the clues would make sense, and the villains would make sense, and we wouldn't have to rant anymore, you know? Niecy's just so over the show. It's all over the place. I agree with you. I really struggle with it. And I used to just be like on the edge of my seat watching these episodes. But last night I was just like playing on my computer and listening. Of course, I always watch it like 2 times because I watch it a second time to prepare for my video. But I'm just like, I feel like I don't need to even pay attention that much, you know, because I've seen that before. I feel like I've already seen these episodes before. Okay, so Kristen's lost some respect for Spencer, even though Hannah said yes to Spaleb. In her eyes, you could see sadness and heartbreak. I feel like Hannah hoped Caleb would not have feelings for Spencer. Yes, I completely agree. I just think that Hannah didn't want to seem like she still had feelings for him, or she didn't want to be disrespectful to her fiance by being like, no, you can't, you know, hook up with him. But I feel like it's wrong. And as I said earlier in this chat, if you have to ask someone if it's okay to hook up with someone, then you know it's not right. Because if everything was right, you really don't need someone's permission to hook up with anyone. So Dren thinks it was funny in the end that the new big bad Google costumes, it was like the black hoodie has become old. Let's find a new costume on Google. He's totally going to get the Red Devil costume. It was ridiculous, you know. So Niecy thinks that Marlene thinks she's Oprah. That is great. I love this, Niecy. You get to be A, and you get to be A, and you get to be A. Awesome. Let's just make the whole cast A so that it'll be really hard for us to figure out because everyone's A. Tony's asking if anyone's going through Scream Queens withdrawals. Absolutely. And what's funny is that a lot of you have been commenting on my videos wanting to talk on my Pretty Little Liars videos, asking me like, when does How to Get Away with Murder come back? Or aren't you enjoying it? Do you love Quantico? Or what about Scream Queens? So that's kind of showing me that like, and I feel the same. Like it's hard for me to get into this so much. And it shouldn't be because with the other shows that I watch and do videos on, it's like I don't think about Pretty Little Liars when I'm doing Scream Queens, you know, because I love it and it's so, you know, draws me in and it makes me wonder who the person who did it is. Janice is completely right. I completely agree. This is the worst season. I mean, it all went downhill with the A reveal. Yes, Sarah, if A shows up, you know, even if it's not like a devil mask, but if A shows up in a red cape or something, if that's the new uniform, seriously. Chanel number 1 is Hannah's twin. Now we figured it out because Chanel number 1, we didn't really know. Like she was totally adopted. It makes sense now. Like her family isn't her real family. So Megan heard that there is an 8th season through A's perspective. Really? I haven't heard that. Interesting. Mark says hopefully Grace from Scream Queens can be big bad and her partner can be Pigtunia. Yes. Okay, very good. Well, we should stop now with the Scream Queens. And some of the people have never seen it, and they're probably like, some of the people in the chat, and they're probably like, what the heck are these people talking about? I don't think the plot holes are ever going to be explained, Teens Can Vlog, because Marlene explained that on Twitter months ago after the CC reveal, and she said that there weren't any plot holes because it's dream logic. So that's basically saying to us, hey, we're never going to explain anything to you because we refuse to believe that there's anything missing because essentially this is all a dream. I really hope that there is not an 8th season, Sarah. I agree with you because what on earth are they going to do or talk about at that point? I don't know how honestly do not know how they're going to pull off a 7th season. I just realized that we've done this for 48 minutes. We've been in here for 48 minutes. I guess we will keep going. We'll keep going since this is pretty entertaining. We'll go for the full hour. But yeah, I don't think that it makes any sense to have 8 seasons. I really think they're out of their minds that there's 7 seasons. I want to ask you guys something that some of you tweeted me last night and that I was thinking. Do you think there's any chance that this show would be canceled? And I know that sounds a bit crazy, but there have been other super popular shows. One, for example, was Friday Night Lights, which was very good and very popular, but they had a season near the end, which I think was supposed to be their next to last season, which was just dreadful. And I actually quit watching the show because they got like new characters and stuff and it was really bad. And it was canceled. And so eventually they brought it back on like another channel. But I'm just wondering if you guys think that it could be canceled. Melody, my favorite season was season 4 with the Ezra is a drama. I love that. I just loved it. Really? Tyler and Ashley are selling Halo merch even though they're not together. They're still selling that? That's crazy. So all the finales were in prom. Maybe this one will be at the high school reunion, says On Hell. That's funny. The best A, I mean, I guess that Ezra wasn't really A. The best A reveal, hands down, was Toby because that was so shocking. I had no idea when he turned around that was going to be Toby. But I really don't think, you know, they say they've had multiple A's, but he really wasn't a bad guy, right? I mean, I know Mona was definitely a villain, but yeah, I mean, I love when he turned around and it was him like that. I literally screamed. That was kind of like in the good days of PLL, like when you just couldn't wait for the next episode, you know? Teens Can Vlog says, remember in season 3 or 2, there was a whole episode recapping what happened so far. So maybe they will do another one. Well, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I really don't think that they will cancel it. And as Tony said, and I guess we're kind of proof of this here, like as much as people are mad, and I know there are some people who don't watch it. They really don't. Like people who were diehard who don't watch it anymore. I mean, even some I think who did videos who don't do it anymore. So, but at the same time, you know, PLL has to be like the big money maker for Freeform. It has to be the most popular show. And even though we're upset, we're still sitting here talking about it, which means we're still watching it. So I do think that it won't be canceled. The only reason I'd want it to be canceled would be to give Marlene a message like, you don't know what you're talking about and people don't like this crap, so stop making crap for people. Because you know that after she finishes with PLL, she's going to try to create another TV series and she's going to try to destroy it. And it makes me sad. You're right, Gokai. He says Aria is a murderer. She killed Shayna. Was it Shayna or Shauna? Shauna, right? What a crazy storyline. That seems like a million years ago. I know it wasn't, but yeah, completely right. Once it turned to Freeform, it killed PLL and murdered ABC families, Israelia. Yeah, I still don't get the whole Freeform. It just seems weird. I don't know. Oh, thank you, Teens Can Vlog. And you said, okay, so thank you for reminding me that I should vlog. I used to vlog some, yes, and I've gotten kind of like lazy about it, and I haven't vlogged because sometimes I think, well, I don't think anyone wants to see what I'm doing today because it's not very interesting. But I'm actually going to go to Vegas on Friday, and I have some pretty cool stuff that I'm going to do, which I don't know if I'm going to be able to film some of it, but I'm really hoping. Because if I don't get to film some of it, it would kind of be not as cool. So actually, I almost forgot about it, but I really do want to vlog for you there. So I will do that. I will attempt it anyway. I mean, it's really not that big of a deal once you start doing it, but it just sounds like you have to remember, like, to vlog little pieces of your day. Because honestly, for me, that is my favorite thing to watch in the world are vlogs. Like, so I see why you guys want to see them because to me, that's just so much fun. But I just feel like sometimes, like, if I'm just going to get coffee and stuff like that and just going through my day, I'm like, nobody wants to see that. But maybe, honestly, I think I do want to see that from some people. That may mean I don't have a life. I don't know. But yeah, so I will do that. That's Friday, so I don't know when that'll be up. Maybe this weekend. So I'll try to do something, even if it's short. No, I think they knew it would be CC since the beginning of season 3. No, I don't, Danny. I think they completely came up with that not too long after they announced it. Yes, Gina was like almost jumped out of her skin when they revealed Toby. That was so epic. It was so great. I just love that. Charlotte says, how did Marlene become the one in charge of anything? If I remember correctly, she wasn't always such an important part of the show. I really don't know, but to be honest, there's this other guy named Oliver Goldstick, and he's super rude. You know, I don't think he tweeted at me, but I kept tweeting at him because he was so rude to fans, and I had to unfollow him too. He's one of the writers. Sarah says that Spencer and Caleb was an eye roll, literally left the room. I thought it was ridiculous. I was just busy tweeting during it, being like, this show. I was like tweeting RIP to this show because they completely, to me, are just out of ideas and they're coming up with crazy stuff now because they can't spend time to find anything better. Shauna isn't really dead. Seriously? Please tell me she's not coming back. Nobody cares if she comes back. You know, yeah, Cece's death, Sheena, was so much like Ian's death that it was ridiculous because I think they were both dead before someone pushed them off a bell tower trying to make it look like suicide. Charlotte's asking if I've heard any of the rumors about Keegan being rude. No, that makes me really sad. I hope that's not true. Gosh, that's awful. Anyway, but I've actually, speaking of like members here, not members, people on PLL. Sorry, I had to take care of someone saying mean things on here, and for some reason, very rude. But anyway, people on the show. I met Aria, aka Lucy Hale, and she was very nice. So I don't know about anybody else, but to me, she was super nice. I interviewed her for something I did in LA a while back or a couple years ago. I think there's a video circulating. I should put. It's not on my channel, but I should be able to I should tweet a link or something so you could see. It was very cool. So Cece and Ian's deaths are definitely mirroring each other for whom the bell tolls. Yeah, and there's so much stuff that's connected to like old literature and old movies, and I don't know if that means anything. I don't know. Again, someone sent me a very compelling theory connecting it to Shakespeare, not Shakespeare. Who's the guy? Alfred Hitchcock and people like that. I don't know. Maybe it does make sense, maybe not. I just won't waste my time spending super long amounts of time thinking up theory. I used to like think about it at night and write things down and have dreams about it, and that's crazy, and I can't do that anymore. Audrey's asking about that thing that Mona was saying when she went crazy. Miss Aria, you're a killer, not Ezra's wife, and which means Maya knew, but I think it means Aria is a killer. I don't know. I mean, I would absolutely love that, you know? Gokai wants to become A and ruin Marlene's life if she dares makes the reveal that for the new villain as terrible as the A reveal. Well, you better get ready for it because I have a feeling that we're not going to be happy with who the other villain is. Delaney? Is it Delaney? That's a really cool name, if I'm saying it right. Wants Ren to come back. I totally want him to come back, and Marlene says that he's coming back, so we'll see. Nisi wishes her life was dream logic, then you could dream Marlene out of your life. Absolutely. I think if we all had like a dream logic life, we could say that that reveal of Cece it never happened because we dreamed it. And like all of the things that we happen in our life that are bad or we don't really like, we could be like, okay, that actually didn't happen. That was when the dream logic was taking place. We could explain that for everything. That would be so cool. Oh, wow, I would love it. Gokai would be so angry if Aria is not Uber A. Well, I don't think she is, but that would be great. Sarah said when they were talking about smelling burned hair in the salon, she was eating and felt sick. Yeah, I wasn't eating. I was playing on my computer, but it was gross. It was. Yeah, I never, you know, Maya, I felt like, yeah, she was okay. I wasn't obsessed with Maya like some of you guys were. I don't dislike her, but I felt like that was, gosh, I feel like that was a million years ago when she was on the show. And I don't know. And Paige is whatever to me too. Cece's death is just like Toby's mom death. Yes, so this whole show is like repetitive. It's like one deja vu. And Angel, yes, I think the finale could very well be at the high school reunion. Yes, I read that earlier, but you might not have heard me, so that's okay. Sorry you had to type it a bunch of times. I do think Marlene loves being a celebrity, and I think she loves herself, honestly. Oh, I pronounced your name right. That's awesome. Yay, Delaney. Thank you, Seb. I really appreciate that. Thank you, all of you, for being here and talking to me and ranting with me and being subscribed and coming to these chats. I just, like I said, like sometimes when this show is on, I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. And people are not going to want to talk about it because it's just not that good. Yes, Teens Can Vlog Season 2 of Scream Queens was confirmed. I did a video on it, so check that out. So we have 3 minutes. We're going to definitely wrap up in 3 minutes because I know a lot of people have to go and some people have to go now, like Gokai, so see you later. Bye, So. Thank you so much for being here. Mark remembered that Marlene tweeted one of the fans that they should try and write 120 episodes without plot holes. Is she crazy? Well, I mean, let's see, Marlene. You should be like the other people who are out writing TV series that go on way longer than PLL who don't put crazy mistakes in, or you should write a movie or something, you know? I mean, that's a ridiculous excuse. And she's had the training to do this. Jennifer, thank you so much. I know it amazes me because I remember staring at my channel when it had like 30 people and I was like, will I ever get to 100? And I was like, I don't know. But it's crazy to me. And it's like, I appreciate every single person who watches. Oh my gosh, it's 1 a.m. where Nixie is. You better get off of here because we're getting ready to close out of this. So probably nothing crazy or great will happen. Kimar says if Marlene makes Shower Harvey part of the big bad, then you're going to be mad and I will be mad too. Charlotte, I'm sorry this live stream is ending, but remember I do have a new video coming up tomorrow. Tony only watches the show now for my recaps. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. That's awesome. So we'll go ahead and wrap it up because I know like a ton of people have to go. I know it's a little bit early, but we've been on here for longer than I planned anyway. Oh, Aphrodite, thank you. I actually just got my hair kind of highlighted. So I can't take credit because the girl stylist, she kind of did this to my hair. Okay, thank you. I think this Ezra being crazy is funny because I don't know, he's just having a breakdown. I mean, I'm sorry that his girlfriend died, but whatever. Thank you. Boy Meets World went on forever and there was not a plot hole. She just needs to be a better writer and stop making excuses and saying that the world is dream logic. Thank you, Nisi. I will have fun in Vegas. I do really get to do, if nothing else, if you don't follow me on Instagram, please do. It's Kelly_TV. So I'll try to put it on Twitter too. I'm definitely going to have some very cool pics of what I'm doing. So I think you guys will be interested. So definitely I'll post them there, and I hope that they will let me take some videos. So we'll see. So I will see you guys tomorrow on my new video. And thank you guys so much for your support, for watching these videos and being part of these chats. And it amazes me like that you guys do it, and I love it. So I will see you very soon. Bye, guys.